Hey, how's it going? Today I have reset the NBA all the way back to the 1960s. This is a custom created 2K share scenario with 12 teams in total, the Sixers, the Celtics. I mean, you see it here all the way through the San Francisco Golden State the San Francisco Warriors. I don't know why I tried to double up there with the team names, but anyways, this is the 1967 season to be exact. So there were 12 teams, Oscar Robertson, Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, the best players in the association. Obviously there were less teams, but man, were there a lot of awesome legends, as you can see right here. As you can see from the title of this video though, these awesome legends from 1967 are about to be joined by current day NBA superstars. I've got a wheel with the 16 best players from the NBA, at least according to 2K ratings. And beginning with the Philadelphia 76ers, I am going to spin this wheel and the Sixers will be getting Ja Morant. Usually with a video like this, I would give the old Philly 76ers a player from their current era, but since there's only 12 teams, I figured we'd make each player a star that's coming back. Ja Morant, one of the lowest overall players that will be added here, but he kind of fits in perfectly with Hal Greer and Wilt Chamberlain. I think that should probably work. The next team up, the Baltimore Bullets, they definitely need some help. They weren't quite in their championship era yet. Speaking of champions, Jason Tatum joins the Baltimore Bullets. This was just before they got Elvin Hayes and Wes Unseld. The Bullets were actually a really competitive team. They won a ring in the 70s, but we'll see if Tatum can help get them there a little bit quicker. Speaking of teams that had just entered the NBA, this was their inaugural season, the Chicago Bulls in 1967, and they get, well, that might just be the best player from the current era. Giannis Antetokounmpo. They're gonna think they see witchcraft with this man out here. A 7-footer dribbling up the court will make Giannis a small forward. I will bump him back down to 98 overall, just to be fair. Also, I lied. This was the Bulls' second season in their existence. It's not a great supporting cast, but I could see Giannis winning MVP. A team that definitely doesn't need the help, the Boston Celtics are up next. In real life, they won an NBA title here in 1968. And they're going to get Jalen Brunson. Brunson actually fits a need for the Celtics. I'm going to make John Havlicek a small forward. I mean, this is still a very good team. End of the Celtics dynasty. Bill Russell passed his prime, but yeah, I mean, they still look pretty fire. After the Celtics, we move to the St. Louis Hawks, who were a pretty solid roster, as you'll see in a second. They are, speaking of aliens added to the league, Victor Wembanyama, let's go. In terms of overall, the St. Louis Hawks have a pretty good team, but they've also got a bunch of centers. I'm going to make Connie Hawkins a 4. Well, okay, they're gonna have to figure out that rotation. Wemby, though, is clearly their new best player. The New York Knicks are up next. They were still a few seasons away from when they won a couple championships in 1970 and 1973. Some of those pieces are already in place, though, and they will add Kevin Durant from the current era. Kevin Durant becomes their best player with a young Willis Reed, Walt Bellamy, Dick Barnett. Yeah, Dick Van Art. They got the Dicks on this team, brother. It's actually a pretty good squad. Walt Frazier well before he reached his prime, but yeah, the Knicks could make some noise here. Another team that could make some noise, especially if they get the right addition here, the LA Lakers, Elgin Baylor, Jerry West, an all-time great duo. And look at that, Luka Doncic. I could not have planned that better. Well, maybe if I would have given them Braun, but I digress. Luka's going to join the Lakers in 1967, run the point. Again, Elgin Baylor, Jerry West. This was in that era. They were never able to get past the Celtics in the finals. They just fell short time and time again. Now they got Luka to help out, though. That's pretty nice. Just a couple teams, a couple spins left. The Detroit Pistons are up next. They've got a solid roster, almost adding Cade Cunningham. That would have been fitting. Instead, it'll be Donovan Mitchell. This team definitely could have used a big like a Karl Anthony Towns or Nikola Jokic, but it is what it is. They look solid. Just 4 teams left. The San Diego Rockets were an expansion team, eventually became the Houston Rockets. So their roster is really, really bad, and that's where the current day MVP will be landing. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really going to have his work cut out for him here with the San Diego Rockets, but yep, you never know what could happen. It's only a 12-team league. Our next spin is for the Cincinnati Royals, who are definitely a title contender. This is a huge spin. This is a bro, it's like I could feel something was going to happen amazingly for them. Arguably the best team on paper in 1967 gets arguably the best player in the NBA. Nikola Jokic, Oscar Robertson, Jerry Lucas. It might be over for the rest of the league. Just 2 spins left. The Seattle Supersonics were also an expansion team in 1967, and they're gonna be expanding their roster. Anthony Davis. AD looks good on this Sonics team. Yeah, they're not good. Okay, I'm just saying it right now. And last but certainly not least, the San Francisco Warriors. Oh, I feel like that's pretty fitting. If it wasn't going to be Steph Curry, well, LeBron James, well, that's a pretty good consolation prize. He joins Rick Barry, who technically, NBA historians, if you want to yell at me, fine. Rick Barry was technically suspended from the NBA during the season. He would then go play in the ABA after, but he stayed with the San Francisco, Oakland area team. So I figured we could put him on here. That's a pretty nice big 3 with Nate Thurman, Braun. Hard to say who's got the best roster here. Obviously, the Celtics are loaded. Those Warriors are really good. The Cincinnati Royals. This sim is going very quickly, so I'll see you in like 3 seconds. Hey, it's Jay, and this is my dog Winnie, who's way too big to be sitting on my lap right now. If you're a grown adult interested in winning some money playing daily or season-long fantasy, then check out Underdog. I'm sure you've heard of them by now, so I won't bore you, but if you use code JCAN when signing up, it helps me out and also you as well. If you're not a grown adult, then don't worry, this part of the video is over. And just like that, our 1968 season in the books. Look at the numbers from Wilt Chamberlain: 32, 14, and 8. Yeah, Wilt really was like that, and this sim is kind of representative. Okay. Rookie of the Year goes to Connie Hawkins, playing with Wemby and the St. Louis Hawks. Archie Clark on the Lakers, 6th Man of the Year. Bill Russell, of course, takes home DPOY, and Most Improved Player, Wemby. I mean, that doesn't make sense, but sure. All-NBA First Team Shea put up his numbers, 35 points a game. Unbelievable. I'm sure the San Diego Rockets did not win very many games. Anthony Davis, also big numbers on probably a not very good team. A good mix of in real life legends and current day stars. Giannis on the Bulls gets there. Rick Barry. Freddie Lewis from the Sonics, an 80 overall. What in 26 points a game? How's that even possible? But here we go, NBA standings in the East. Philly, New York, Boston, Cincinnati barely snuck in. That is surprising. The Baltimore Bullets with Jason Tatum and the Chicago Bulls with Giannis. Yeah, Giannis, only 25 points a game. I mean, that's not great, brother. Meanwhile, in the West, Luka and the Lakers do their thing. Wemby and the Hawks, okay. LeBron and the Warriors. Wow, not Shea. AD gets the Sonics into the playoffs. Shea and the Rockets miss. The Pistons with Donovan Mitchell. I mean, I know some teams had to lose games, but yeah, that one is probably the most surprising. Then again, there's only 8 playoff teams, so it is what it is. Shea leads the league in scoring by a country mile, 35 points a game, just ahead of Wilt and Oscar Robertson. Jalen Brunson, okay, offensive engine now for that Boston Celtics team. Elgin Baylor leading the Lakers, which is really interesting considering they had Luka and Jerry West. Freddie Lewis in the top 10, Giannis, Rick Barry, and Jason Tatum slipping in. League leaders in assists, there's LeBron. I was surprised he didn't score more. LeBron and Jerry West. You know who I haven't seen yet? Luka Doncic, 23, 6, and 8. Those are pretty mid numbers by Luka's extraordinary standards. And just for fun, game score leaders in this timeline, Wilt Chamberlain obviously deserved MVP. Shea was amazing on a really bad team. Oscar Robertson, Elgin Baylor, Joker, and Wemby rounding out the top 10. But here we go into the playoffs. I don't know how this playoff bracket is set up, I'll be honest. It's probably best of 5 series here in round 1. This video is probably going to be a bit shorter, but it's all good, man. Let's see if we get some chaos in the NBA playoffs. 1968. I don't know what would constitute chaos. Maybe Anthony Davis and the Sonics making a run. They are down 2-0. 3 series go 2-0. The Sixers and the Royals, though. That's actually a really good series. Let's find out. It is best of 5 as the Lakers go ahead and sweep the Sonics. That kind of makes sense. What? They were a 5-man rotation. Okay, that's crazy. Are all these teams running basically a 5-man rotation? No, they aren't. The 70. Wow. Maybe that explains why the 76ers simulated surprisingly well. They just played their best 5 players. Okay, that's really fun. That is really funny. Quite comedic, I must say. But let's get to these potentially series deciding game 4s. The Knicks are up 2-1 on Boston. That would be a big change in the ripple of NBA history, the fabric of NBA history. Kevin Durant and the New York Knicks, though, are down 3 here. Boston trying to force a game 5, trying to stay alive. They're at home in the Garden. They're trying to force us back. to the Madison Square Garden. Bailey Howell on the wing, working on Willis Reed, kicks it out. Jalen Brunson. I don't know who on this court is going to shoot threes other than the current day players. Brunson forces one up, hoists one up, and misses. Back in transition go the Knicks. Cassie Russell trying to work it inside. Get this ball to Kevin Durant. How about Walt Frazier as a rookie? Over to Kevin Durant, over to Walt Bellamy. Plenty of size on the court. Just stay away from the Bill Russell mismatch. Yes, sir. Willis Reed inside. No free throws on that. Are you kidding? There was so much contact as the Celtics go back down. A chance at a dagger. 25 seconds left. Bailey Howell inside. Good pump fake. Puts it up. And misses, of course. Okay, both teams smoking a layup. Back in transition goes Kevin Durant. A 3 would tie it. He's going for a 2, though. He bodies up inside and gets it to go. Jalen Brunson getting MVP chance, intentionally fouled. He's going to make both free throws, so it stays a 3-point game. The final timeout of the game taken by New York. Actually, I don't know if it was their final timeout. Let me chill. Will they go for a 3 right here? Oh, Kevin Durant was open. They don't go for a 3. Here it is. KD in the corner. You can shoot over John Havlicek. What? Dick Barnett with the world's ugliest jump shot. Durant, you really passed that up, my guy. That is crazy. I'm going to the Simcast. KD, bro, okay. Wow, I can't believe he did that. Brunson, 28. KD, only 19 points. The Knicks might have missed their shot. It's now a 2-2 series. Bro, they probably did miss their shot. We're going to another banger matchup. Trying to force a game 5, LeBron and the San Francisco Warriors against Wemby and the St. Louis Hawks. And LeBron in the Bay is going to make it happen. All right, so we get 2 game 5s now. That is good stuff. Braun and Rick Barry both with 26. Wemby simulated pretty well. He's simulating better in the playoffs, but he might get eliminated now. We'll have to wait on that matchup. We get Philly and Cincinnati. Bro, Big O Oscar Robertson, Nikola Jokic, and Jerry Lucas, they should not be losing even to Prime Wilt, but they might just do it. Those Royals, they might just lose to Prime Wilt and Ja Morant. They are up 1 though, and that's a big steal. Ja Morant dribbling into traffic. The Royals a chance to force a 3rd elimination game 5 of our first round. The ball is into Bob Love. I forgot he was on this team. He's trying to foul bait. He's going to put it up with his left hand. Why is Bob Love taking shots? You have Oscar Robertson, Nikola Jokic. I need to get a better offensive possession, Cincinnati. Next time down, Ja Morant in the corner. Oscar reached and missed. Okay, Ja to the rim for 2. Let's see what the Royals have drawn up. Maybe they are staying away from Nikola Jokic because Wilt Chamberlain is guarding him. What is it? Bob Love, you better pass this ball. There it is. Nikola Jokic working on the corner. Little floater from Joker. Wilt Chamberlain's never seen an athletic white man like that. I'm just kidding. Joker not athletic, but that was a fun little one-legged jump shot. I don't know what I'm saying. Ja Morant, speaking of athletic, he's going to get fouled by Oscar. Ja went ahead and sank both free throws, so Philly is back up. A good back and forth game here. Why do the Royals keep trying to go to Bob Love? No, this is not good. No, this is not good. But oh my gosh, like, come on. You have 3 Hall of Famers on the floor. Oh, Wilt with a head of steam. Yep, he was open. Bob Love can't play defense either. Out of a timeout. Hopefully Cincinnati comes up with a better offensive scheme. There goes Jerry Lucas, a 92. Really? They just keep... Is it because his matchup is Billy Cunningham, who's a bit smaller? Like, why do they keep doing this? Bob, bro, I'm officially a Bob Love hater. The first one ever. This game and this series is over. What a missed chance for the Cincinnati Royals. I mean, look at it. So Oscar Robertson, a 97. Nikola Jokic is a 99. Bob Love is a 77. I don't just... Why? That does not make sense. To me, that's crazy. Cincinnati had the best big 3 of the video, but they are eliminated. Wilt Chamberlain, I mean, this is basically his era. Like, you could call this the Wilt Chamberlain era. He won MVP. He's coming off a championship in 1967. He looks poised to do it again here in our video. And in our first of 2 game 5s of the first round, it's gonna be an upset. I know the Knicks had home court advantage. They simulated better, but the Boston Celtics dynasty comes up short. Kevin Durant, 32 points. What? Oh, wow. He way outplayed Jalen Brunson, current day star. Meaning we get the 1-2 seed in the Eastern Conference, Philly versus the Knicks. We've got one more first round matchup to get to. LeBron James, Rick Barry, and the San Francisco Warriors against Victor Wembanyama and a pretty deep supporting cast with St. Louis. The Warriors are up, but now the lead is changing every single second. But we're jumping in with just under 90 seconds remaining. LeBron and the Warriors, I keep wanting to say Golden State, the San Francisco Warriors have taken a 5-point lead. All they've got to do is close this thing out now. They're spacing the floor for Braun. He's going one-on-one, out of control, and he is juiced up, my friends. Wait, no, I juiced up, not like literally, you know, those rumors be getting out of control. Come on now. LeBron on steroids. craziest thing about, imagine him being able to hide that from the NBA. Victor Wembanyama with a lefty hook shot, by the way. Let's stay on topic. Obviously, the NBA would be able to find out if their marquee star, anyways, unless it's a big cover up, LeBron gets fouled. Like, seriously, people think LeBron is juicing and that, like, the NBA doesn't know. Like, if you're going to tell me the NBA is helping cover up steroid use, that would be one thing, but they test like 4 times a week or something crazy. They test them all the time. Anyways, if anybody would be on steroids based just on pictures that we all see, have you seen that video of Giannis at the Summer League floating around? Giannis at the Summer League probably weighed like 150 pounds soaking wet. And now he looks like, I don't know, Captain America or something. Not that I would accuse Giannis of being on the roids either. Like, people can just work out. You know what I'm saying? But Giannis has, wow, I am so off topic here. LeBron in transition, he's going to get to the rim, and that's going to put this game away. I need to chill. Connie Hawkins had 25, Wemby 23, 9 and 6, but it wasn't enough. Rick Barry and LeBron James, the best dynamic duo of this video. I feel it. As our conference finals matchups are set. In the Eastern Conference, it's Philadelphia with MVP Wilt Chamberlain, Billy Cut. That's a really good starting 5. Ja Morant, only a 92 overall, but he can get the job done. They look much better than Kevin Durant and the Knicks. I'm sorry, I had to say it. On the other side, this matchup looks really interesting. Luka, Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, they don't have a great supporting cast, but obviously, yeah. You know what? That is the best big 3 of the video. We don't care about no Cincinnati Royals anymore. I don't know who to predict from this Western Conference series as the Lakers and Knicks take game 1. Is New York really about to upset? Both series go 1-1. Both series go 2-1. I think this series is a best of 7, right? Yes, it is. 3-1 for the Knicks and the San Francisco Warriors. Wow, are both conference finals about to be an upset? Let's find out. No, they both go to a game 6. Will they both go to a game 7? They do. Unbelievable. Wow, these matchups are going crazy. Wilt and the Sixers turn the tables, down 3-1. Now they're back home in Philly for a game 7. Oh, the Knicks choked a 3-1 series lead. They had to go out on the road. They might just do it right here, right now. Wow, classic 2K. They tried to force a pass into Wilt. That honestly might do it. If New York comes up with a bucket here after that steal, they are already up 5. Going up 7 would be basically a death sentence. Philly won't shoot 3s. The Knicks trying to operate rookie Walt Frazier inside. Willis Reed, future superstar of the Knicks, gets it to go on the drop step. The Wilt Chamberlain era. Can we even call it that now? I only gave them Ja Morant, which is a pretty low overall star relative to the rest of the dudes who hopped into a time machine. But even still, their team was good enough. They did not have a series lead, but they had all the momentum coming back. Wilt Chamberlain triple-double, but it wasn't enough. Look at Kevin Durant. Okay. I definitely did not see that coming. The New York Knicks coming out of the conference, I would have thought Philly, Cincinnati, and Boston were all better teams, especially because Kevin Durant usually doesn't simulate that well, but it is what it is. Will they face the Warriors or the Lakers coming out of our 1968 Western Conference? Oh, in a completely anticlimactic finish to Game 5. The answer to my question is gonna be the San Francisco Warriors. Luka Doncic trying to bring some voodoo back to the 1960s. Apparently, it didn't work out. Both of these teams, really good big 3s. Nate Thurmond with a crazy rejection there on Jerry West. Part of a big 3 with LeBron and Rick Barry. Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, Luka on the other side. But yeah, it's the Warriors who get the last laugh in this series. The Lakers' aforementioned big 3 did all their scoring in this game. No supporting cast to speak of. The Warriors' big 3 was good, but yeah, their bench pieces, they stepped up a little bit more. As our new timeline 1968 NBA Finals is set, let's take a look closer at both these rosters, like the entire roster. San Francisco, 95, 94, 92, their big 3. It looks good, but yeah, like I just mentioned, their bench, their supporting cast, much deeper than the LA Lakers was at least. Whereas for the Knicks, Kevin Durant, the clear best player. After that, it's a decently deep team. They have a lot of size, but I mean, on paper, San Francisco should probably win this series pretty easily. I put 12 current day NBA superstars in a time machine, sent them to 1967, 1968, and in those finals, it's gonna, okay, hold on. I'm vamping, and the Knicks, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? I was setting up like my commentary. San Francisco, there's no way they lose the series, right? They just lost 3 straight games. They're going to force a game 7, though. They're going to send this finals back to the Bay Area. Okay. Rick Barry, 32. LeBron, what are you doing, my guy? A game 7 of the finals. I mean, I love to see it, but I didn't think this series would be close at all. the New York Knicks with some kind of magic, adding Kevin Durant back to the 1960s. And look at this. It's not even a clutch finish. I want to jump in, but there's nothing to see. LeBron had 27, but Rick Barry doesn't step up. Kevin Durant only 21 points. The New York Knicks win the wow. I mean, I don't get that at all. I'm going to be honest. I'm a hater. I don't get how the Knicks just did this. I just showed their their roster, and like, come on. Wow. Rick Barry, LeBron James, Nate Thurman, definitely 3 of the 4 best players in the series, all on one team. That San Francisco team had a bench. Kevin Durant, current day star, didn't even play that good. Wow. LeBron, just a magnet for NBA Finals losses. Wow. I'm actually shocked that happened. Okay, bit of an anticlimactic finish because I didn't think that was going to happen, but shout out to the New York Knicks. They took down the dynasty Boston Celtics, Wilt Chamberlain, the MVP, LeBron James, Rick Barry, and the Warriors. That's a W video for any Knicks fans watching. Congratulations. I really enjoy going back in time with NBA history like this. Bit of a shorter video here today, but I hope you all enjoyed. I can't believe the Knicks did that.